So Jeff, if you can connect the stories for us, if you will, if I haven't read Key to the Kingdom, will the sequel, Unlocking the Kingdom, stand alone, or do I need to read these books in sequence?
I think either book will stand alone. And when I wrote Unlocking the Kingdom, I wanted it to be the kind of book where if you picked it up and you started reading it and hadn't read the first one, it would make sense, and it does. Along the way, through the pages of the book, I unpack some details from the first book that will kind of round out the story or kind of fill in some gaps. And actually, if you've read both books, we'll actually add a little bit more information than we gave out in the first book. So I mean, it does stand alone. I think, if you're a Disney fan, you want to kind of track this thing, though, it does help to read the first book first, like in any series. And I've heard from folks that have read the second book that, after they read it, they wanted to go back and catch the first book because it would make a lot more sense. For the way the stories break down, there's about 18 months between the two books. So in this timeline, this imaginary timeline I've created, you get to the end of the first book, and 18 months later the storyline picks up. And so there's a lot that's happened, there's a lot that's taken place, and once again, for our readers, we try to kind of fill in those gaps for them so they can make that transition with the characters, and hopefully it's a lot of fun by the time they're done.
Well, I think it's great, and we've enjoyed the book, so you should read them both.